So my name is Navchetan. I work in MGH and Harvard Medical School. So my work is based on the super resolution and denoising using a CNN-based architecture for photoacoustic tomography. So what is a photoacoustic tomography is we take a nanosecond pulse laser incident on the tissue. So when you incident on the tissue, the photons will scatter diffusively and illuminate this target region. So what happens, since this is a pulse laser, it will like on and off. So what happens, the tissue will it will be heated up and cooled down, and it will start generating these pressure waves. So these pressure waves we acquire using the transducers, and then we see what is inside the tissue. So this is the non-invasive technique, like we need not cut the human organ or any part of the body, and we can just see what is inside. So generally what happens whenever you are doing a reconstruction using these kind of techniques, they are non-iterative, but if you use a non-iterative technique, it will not be robust to noise. So, and if you're using a large number of detectors, the cost of equipment is very high. And if you want to remove noise, you want to use iterative techniques so that the noise is removed and you can do the steps for a number of iterations and see the result. But what happens for denoising also, you need to choose the optimal threshold, decide what is the criteria for stopping and all those factors. So what we have done is we have used a simple, so this is the basic architecture of a super resolution network. What they do is they take a low resolution input image, pass through two convolution layers, and then they train it on a high resolution output image. So what we thought, we can use the same idea for the data in the transducer domain. So when we get the data in the transducer, we can take data only for 50 transducers and then try to train a model which can get the data for 100 transducers and a non-noisy data, like a noiseless data. So we did the same thing, not in the image domain, because what happens when you go from a data domain to an image domain, you lose some features. There might be noise which is there in the image. So we try to do this in the normal data domain, like the transducer data which is collected, and then try to go to a higher number of transducers. So what it will do, it will try to reduce the cost of the system. So we used a simple, we used just 6-layer model of CNN. So this is our input sinogram, which you can see it is very bad. Even that, so this is the residual. If you subtract from the original this image, you will get the residual. We trained this model, and I have not shown the results here, but the results improved a lot, and the noise will be completely removed. And you can just use simple back positioning techniques such as we use in CT, computer tomography imaging, and you can see that the images improved a lot. And the artifacts were also reduced because we are doing directly in the data domain, like in the sinogram domain. And what we are planning next is to, so currently what we are doing is taking 50 detectors and trying to move from 50 to 100 detectors. It will reduce the cost by half of the detectors or the transducers. Can we go from more than one level of interpolation, like use only 10 detectors and go for a 100 detector output? So this is our next idea. So the impact what it will make is you can use as less number of detectors as possible and try to get the output for a more number of detectors, which will help in reducing the cost of the system. And this technology currently it is being in the non-clinical purposes. People are still doing it and they are saying it is better than ultrasound, but still it has not come to for the in the hospitals and all. We have not seen photoacoustic setups. And the challenge is what we see is if you change the detector position where we are calculating the data, generally what happens, the data is changed. And if you change the data again, you have to train the whole network, because you're every time if you change the detector position, the sinogram data will be different. And if you are interpolating it to a different level, going from not 1:2 going to 1:4, again it is a challenge because you have to again train a model and see how it is affecting the image. And the noise level, if you're using a different setup completely, it will be different for a different setup. So we need to see what noise levels we can use. Yeah, thank you.